chance to go on this Maymester has allowed me to meet people that I never would have met and see things that I never would have seen.
I think traveling went pretty smoothly compared to what I expected it to be. I thought traveling in a big group, everything was going to be hectic and no one would know what they were doing, but we all stuck together and it worked out really well.
Definitely the tube in London was easier to navigate. I feel it was better spread out than the subway in Paris.
In my personal opinion, the tube is a lot more complicated than the Paris's metro.
The tube was hard whenever we were traveling in large groups or leaving people behind or just like cramming into the tube as well. I didn't realize how close everything was. So like Big Ben and the London Eye are right across the river from each other, and it was really cool to just kind of everyone expecting to see Big Ben and then we all got to see it together, and that was kind of like a big moment in the trip for everyone, I think.
So the London Eye, I kind of had compared it to the Ferris wheel in Seattle that you can ride in and look around. The setting was just amazing. The view was incredible.
Throughout the trip, we've had the opportunity to hear from several amazing tour guides who are extremely knowledgeable about the city of Paris and London.
Classic Nigel. Nigel was a dear. He was like this little old British man. I just asked him a bunch of questions and he was like, all right, I suppose we should go on to the next subject.
And the House of Commons are summoned to listen to the Queen's speech.
And I'm like, right on, Nigel, love you. And then he was missing for a little bit and we were like, where's Nigel?
We lost our tour guide in the process. Where's Nigel?
Belmont was beautiful. I remember I really loved the color schemes of the rooms. I thought were really beautiful. Like I remember there was like a teal room and there was a red room and they had gorgeous chandeliers.
I think Chatsworth was my favorite just because they had the mixture of modern art and then classical art to show the influence that all the past dukes and duchesses had on the house.
That's been a dream of mine since I've been a little girl, to see the changing of the guard. It seems like something from a storybook, but it's really cool to see how important that is to them and how it's still so prominent in their culture. I thought it was great.
It's something that you know hasn't changed for hundreds of years, like kept that tradition, and it's exactly the same. So it's like a piece of history you get to watch.
Everyone in our group is really cool.
This has been such an amazing group of people to go on a trip with.
Everyone was really open with each other in the group, and we're all open to make friends and have new experiences together.
One of the best things about study abroad is getting to see the teachers outside of the classroom, and Michelle's energy and light radiates to everyone that she's with.
Judy was really great because you could tell how excited she was to see all the gardens, and she really pushed us to look deeper into the gardens and incorporate the class and what we were learning in our tours every single day.
It's just when you thought you knew everything about Will, he comes out and starts speaking French. I don't know what we would do without him, because on this trip he's the only one that actually speaks it fluently.
So I had Kim Doss, who's teaching the chemistry of cooking class. I loved her because she was so passionate about it. And of course, when a teacher's passionate about something, the students enjoy it even more.
I knew the second I met Mimi Bernard that I was going to get along with her.
Mimi, she's put together the whole trip, and holding together a group of 30 to 33 people is nuts. I know I wouldn't be able to do that.
That's a good technique right there. Look at that.
Mimi's passion and enthusiasm for studying abroad really pushes us to get everything we can out of this trip.
My favorite memory from this trip was probably the bike ride through Paris. That was amazing. We had awesome weather that day, which was cool. And it felt very romantic and just part of the magic of Paris to be on a bike through the city.
My favorite memory would probably be the T-bus tour that we did.
We ate in a double-decker bus where we were provided these cute little portions of food.
Oh, the T-bus tour.
Because we were all playing music and all singing along, and Sam and Mimi were both like singing with each other, and it was just hilarious to see everyone bond like that and just kind of jam out as we drove throughout London.
I love the food, the history, the shopping, the museums, the gardens,
The culture.
The people!
I'm so glad I got to go to London and Paris.
The chance to go on this Maymester has opened my eyes to a wider world of culture that's beyond the United States. It was an experience that will last a lifetime.
We